Why would you hate me because I came out maybe a shade darker than you? And my hair may be a little bit more curly or not straight like, why would you hate me because of that? We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
We wanted to mess the system up. Y'all follow what I'm saying?
That was Ike Lewis, Robert Bobby Talbert, and myself. We volunteered to test the interstate commerce law, so we went to the Greyhound bus station. We walked into sneers and jeers.
He said, we serve colored people on the other side. So I say, I ain't going over there. Brenda said, I ain't either. And I said, I sure ain't going.
They took me to the Macomb City Jail.
They had people standing up all out here, man, that cheer. I ain't talking about I'm not talking about grown people. I'm talking about school children.
And then later that evening, we were transferred to the Pike County Jail.
She was released and she was not allowed back in school. So the kids said, if Brenda ain't allowed back in school, then we're gonna walk.
I left out and we were going, to leave the campus. And all of these students, it was about 119, over half of the school walked out with me.
The whole area that we had to go through was black. When we come through that tunnel, them people would sit there and waited, and they would just, hey, and the people were standing on the side of the street. Go ahead, y'all, go on, march, march. It was beautiful.
They were singing. The louder it got, we could hear them getting closer, and we joined right on in with them. And
it was like a wall engulfing me. It was emotional because at that point, I knew I wasn't alone.
And we walked all the way down to the main street, then come all the way down to that was the front of the city hall. Ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on freedom. You heard it? I'm walking and talking with my mind stayed on freedom. Yeah.
several folk got arrested that day. I'm watching and I'm talking to Julian on the phone, telling Julian what's happening. They just hit Bob upside the head, and Zellner's on the bottom. Chuck McDougall just jumped on top of Bob. Bob Moses just jumped on top of Chuck to cover Chuck. They whooping the shit out of him, boss. I'm telling you, and then everybody's getting in there. The police is coming from everywhere, whooping ass, every kind of upside down.
To go there, knowing what you were walking into, right? Knowing that this place may be the single most dangerous place to be an activist in this entire country. The most violent, the home, the organizational home of the most doggedly dedicated white supremacists in the country.
I was scared to death. I was scared every time when I walked into Mississippi. I didn't think I was gonna come out.
This is a moment, not necessarily a moment that awakened a national consciousness to what was going on there, but in the state, and for black people in the state to say, if these people can organize in Macomb, if they've got the courage to do that, then perhaps we've got the courage to be able to stand up and do something in our own communities.
We made, a few strides, but we've lost a few too. And my advice would be to the young people today, continue in the vein that we started. Until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons, as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. And that's my message.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out these other videos from USA Today to stay up to date with all the latest news.